Alright, we're started. Alright, what's up? Today, Tate Talks will be reviewing everyone in the Grady Gridiron and giving their predictions on week 3. So, got a pretty long episode, but it'll be good. So, we're going to start off. Should we start from the bottom or the top? Let's start from the top. Team Jacob. Obviously, Annie. She has started off hot. She just scored 135 against Ireland and scored 145 against everyone be everyone. And her team looks amazing. So let's just go ahead and review it. First thing I noticed, she's putting Tua in over Jaden Daniels. That's questionable. I guess Jaden Daniels is questionable, but I think he'll play. And Jaden scored 20 last week, and he's only gonna get better. Plus, she has the stack with Debo, who is the number 6 wide receiver, but when we had kick returns on, was the number 1. Yeah, I don't know. Tua plays in a couple of hours, so she's got to make up her mind. But, yeah, I love her running backs. I love her receivers. But I just want to talk about James Cook. I'm pretty sure, he's the number 1 running back. He just came off a 28-point game. This guy's insane. I was watching that game. That was a good pick in the second round. I wanted him. Wasn't able to get him. I ended up getting Connor, which, he's been alright, but definitely would have loved James Cook. And McCaffrey, too. He's been great. He scored 19.7 both weeks. I mean, he's consistent. Just got to watch out for his injuries. And Zay, bro. Zay is the man. I mean, 26.6 against Buffalo. That was a good game. And then, 11.4 versus Cleveland. But, I still like that game. I think he did great. Keenan, as a McConkey owner, this dude is crazy. He's old, but he's still got it. So, good for Annie. Ertz, he's been really good. I'm happy for her. She's got a great team. I would put Jaden Daniels in, though. Yeah, so next we got Eli Grady. And I just want to say this guy has the craziest running backs I've ever seen. I mean, Bijan, Kenneth, and Kamara. You can't make that up. That's 3 debatably top 10 running backs in one team. And I don't know how he did it. His receivers suck, but he made up for it, for sure. I really wanted to pick up the Chiefs defense, but I didn't put any money on it. I should have. He also has Chubb on the bench, who's the starting running back for Houston right now. So, I don't know, dude. He stacked up on running backs, sold his game on receivers. But, I mean, I like it. I like the team. I like Caleb this year. Pearsall, I think, is definitely going to build. Worthy, obviously, he got injured. But, yeah, he's going to be good this year. Mid-season, I bet he'll be up there scoring a lot of points. Warren, I really like Warren. I don't know if he had a good week. Yeah, he did decent. But he's been pretty consistent. 10 points is what you're gonna get out of him. That's what you should expect out of him. And I like him. I'm pretty sure he got some rush attempts, which is just he's gonna be used. I guess we can look. Receiving. Yeah, he got some rush attempts. So they're gonna use him playing a lot. So I would look out for him. Um, yeah. So overall, Eli has got a good team. I like it. Next, we got me, myself, and I. Tate Thomas. I love my team. Now, I'm not trying to be biased or say anything, but the one problem is I have no backup receivers. And that's a big problem. See, I had Reed. He just got injured. I guess you could consider Igbuka or McConkey as a backup if I put one of my 6 running backs in at flex. But honestly, behind Eli, I think I have the second best running backs. And yeah, okay. I have the best running back depth, I would say. Annie and Eli have better running backs. But my depth, I mean, James Conner and Jalen Warren are starts. They're good. But then Tracy started for the Giants. Sampson definitely has potential. I mean, he's been good. Like 9.4 and 13.3. Like, he's a good receiving back. Scatabo also has potential to become the starter. He just scored a touchdown last week, 11 attempts. He had more attempts than Tracy, so I don't know. He definitely could become the starter. And Kareem Hunt, too. Like, he could become the starter, too. Like, he got the ball 8 times. I think that was more than Pacheco. So, obviously, receiver, I have, in my opinion, really amazing starting receivers with Jamar Chase, McConkey, and Igbuka. But I have no depth there. And the Broncos' defense, like, they're amazing. But I'm not starting them this week because they're playing Los Angeles. I probably won't start them the next few weeks because Cincinnati and Philly is tough. Maybe Cincinnati, but I have Chase, so that's tough. But definitely against the Jets, Giants, like, the list goes on and on. They're a top defense. Love, I really like Love this year. I think this is his breakout year, Super Bowl. Like, I think he's going to slowly just get more and more points. Like, I think this Cleveland game is going to be a big game. So, overall, I like my team. I mean, one of the 2-0 teams, so feeling good. Every 2-0 team I actually like, so. Next up, we have the Holt Demons, Aaron Grady. I love this team, too. Like, I don't know, bro. Lamar Jackson, obviously, people know he's my favorite player. He's going to have a crazy year. Like, here's the thing. When people ask me, would I rather have Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen? And I say Lamar Jackson because I would rather have, like, 27 points a game than 40 points one game and 11 the next. Honestly. That's just my honest take on that opinion. And his running backs, Genty, people are saying he's a bust. He's averaging 2 yards a carry. Like, he just averaged 4 yards a carry. I watched that game. He had some good runs. Like, he's going to have a good year. He just needs to build up. Bucky Irving, I love him. He's a duck. He just had a good game. Like, Adams just had a huge game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 21 points. Great game. J-Mo, okay. J-Mo's a risk because he just had 19.8, obviously, but that was on 2 receptions and 4 targets, so I'm not, 100% sure on him. And this dude just lucked out with Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones on IR, so, I mean, his running backs are crazy. This is going to be a short review, but, that's his team is just so consistent and well-rounded. So that's I don't know, that's my opinion on Aaron's team. I love it. If Bucky gets hurt, he has Rashad White, who also, I'm pretty sure, just had a good game. 13 points, so, it's looking good for Aaron, not gonna lie. Next up, we have Smell My Pits. Another Aaron Grady, but we got AJ Grady. I like this team, I love the running backs. I think Brees has a good year this year. He just had a down week, but before that he had a great week. I think he's going to bounce back against Tampa. And honestly, it was that Buffalo defense that was just frying the Jets. So I don't think that's on Brees. Whoa, sorry. Saquon, obviously, he started off not like what I thought Saquon was going to be, but he's coming off a year where he got the ball so much that he's going to bounce back like later in the year. I bet like week 8 he's going to become the number 1 running back. But 16.4 both weeks. Not bad. A Dunze, dude. 30 points? Are we kidding me? And then Jigba, number 2 receiver. Go Hawks. Like, number 2 receiver in yards. But just, it's insane. Terry is one concern, but, he has Pittman. Wandale just came off a 30-point game. Algier just got the ball, like, 16 carries. Like, are we kidding? Like, Algier, I think he got the ball just as much as Bijan, so I don't know. His team looks good. I like it. I'll probably do a final ranking at the end, and I think he would not be, I think he'd be in the top 7, so. Okay, a new hope. Joe Grady. This team is interesting. If I'm being honest, I don't love the receivers, and I don't love the running backs. I love Gibbs. I will say I had him last year. He's one of my favorite players. But Jerome Ford, in my opinion, there's 2 better running backs on that team. Judkins and Sampson, the 2 rookies. I think they're both better than Ford. And Josh Allen, obviously, he's good, but like I said, 40 points than 11. That's why I'd rather have Lamar. But I still love Josh Allen as a player. He's great. Juan Jennings just came off a good week, so he might be used a lot, DJ Moore, I don't love. 7.1 both weeks. He's like a McLaurin, There's a young receiver. Well, actually, Devo's not young. But there's a new receiver, and Odunze's not new, but that's coming into town, just scoring a lot of points. Yeah. So Rome Odunze just overtakes DJ Moore this year, in my opinion. And Jacoby Myers, bad week last week. He's been mid. Bowers is obviously Bowers. He's gonna be good no matter what. And I don't know how I feel about this team. It's not my favorite. I think he's gonna go after a running back in trades, I would assume. But he's not my favorite so far. Team All Wise. Just want to say rest in peace to the owl picture. I like this team too, Puka obviously is great. Taylor just came off like a 30-point game also, I think. Yeah. Swift, Swift is Swift. He's mid, but I just as a running back too, it's not that important. Hurts, he's also pretty mid. Not gonna lie, this year he hasn't seemed like that amazing, but I will say he was looking good in week 1. I thought, he had 20 points in the first half, so I think he's gonna have a good year. I think it was questionable taking him first out of those 5 elite quarterbacks, but the rest of his team, Puka, I love. J.K. Dobbins, big potential. He's coming off a good week. He's going to be good. Smith, he's been questionable this year, but so has A.J. Brown. I think the Eagles just haven't thrown the ball that much. So I think both of them are going to bounce back. But yeah, I like his team. Better than Joe, in my opinion, but I don't think it's amazing. Next, we got Cheeseburger Eddie. Emily Grady. I don't know how to feel about this team. Okay, the receivers are great. Neighbors is insane. This dude is the most talented receiver I've ever seen. Genuinely, this guy is insane. Tyreek, I'm pretty sure he just had a good week. Or 17 points, yeah. Drake London, he started off slow, but come on, he's going to be good. This dude, Javonte Williams, has been really surprising. And then Pollard, he's not the best. Murray, I don't, it's okay. It's an okay QB. I don't think QB's that important, but if you're, the thing is with me, if it is important, but it depends where you take them. That's what I was saying with Hurts. He took them first out of all those QBs, and if he's the number 14 QB, that's a questionable take. Montgomery just scored last week, It's not bad. I don't know. This team's either going to score 145 or they're going to score 80. I think that's genuinely how it's going to go. I mean, as you can see, she was the highest scoring last week. Great team, but it's going to be the number 7 playoff spot probably. It's going to be a toss-up. Next, we got Samuel Grady, Twin Rova. I don't know what to say about this team. Honestly, I tried sending an offer over from McMillan. I love his receivers. But when you have a running back 2 as your starting running back, and Etienne's been good, but, you can't really trust Etienne, that's a little questionable, Drake May, obviously, I'm pretty sure he just scored, 26, yeah. McBride, he's McBride. He's consistent. Garrett Wilson, he's good. I mean, he just came off a 7-point game, but, he's going to be good. He's pretty consistent usually. Eagles, I don't know, dude. This team is so weird. That's how I would put it. Weird, but good. When you have Zach Charbonnet as your running back 2, it's a little, rough. But those receivers do make up for it. I think CD, honestly, I know, I don't know. I think CD is going to be the number 2 receiver this year behind Neighbors. And that's coming from someone who owns Chase. I think Chase might be number 3 this year. I think CD is going to have a really good year. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a decent team. It's not amazing. But next we have Gabriel Grady. Now, last week he sucked. He scored 60 points or something. And this week he also sucks. No hate to Gabe, but Hampton did not look good out there. That fumble was pretty bad. He just hasn't been the player I thought he was going to be. And I think he will get better, but I don't think he's going to be the player everyone expected. I think he's going to be maybe number 20, number 17. He's not going to be, up there. Derrick Henry, though, I mean, he just came off a really bad week, I'll be honest. That's the main reason Gabe lost. But he's the best running back. He is Mr. Consistent. He doesn't get washed when he's old. He's amazing. And then he has the Sutton to Bo Nix stack. Harold Fannin, I've heard a lot about this dude. He plays, good. So, Kayshon Boutte, I don't know about that at flex, but he has... okay, he has Downs, but he also has Mixon and Ayuk that are out, so he has options. He'll get better. He's a mid-season team again. I don't know, though. Marv, he's also kind of risky. He's not my favorite player. He had a good week 1. I don't know. We'll see about Marv. But yeah, Gabe's team's okay. Little Dixon. Jason Thomas, my dad. I like this team. And I know his team gets a lot of hate because it's my dad and you guys just love to hate him, but he's good. Achane and Henderson, I genuinely don't hate. Henderson is going to become the RB1 eventually. It's just a matter of time. And it's just a matter of time before he's scoring 15, 15, 15. But, you're not going to see that anytime soon. But you know what makes up for it? Devon Achane. He's a beast, dude. He's one of the best running backs in the league. And his receivers also, I like Nico. He got 12.7 points, but 9 targets and like 4 in the red zone. It's gonna be an amazing year for him. Just you gotta trust me. Quentin Johnston, dude, this guy is looking amazing. 22.4, 16.4. I know I fell for the propaganda last year. Thought he was gonna be good. He sucked, but I think this is his year. I think. Pickens, he's Pickens. I had him last year. He's just mid, honestly. I don't even know. He's just mid. Seahawks defense, number 1. I mean, look at that number 1 right there. Go Seahawks. Kupp just came off a good week, too. Like, I like this team. Yeah, his backup running backs suck, but once Spears comes back, he'll be good. I don't know. His team's overhated. I like it. You guys don't. Screw that. Okay. Marysville Mud Dogs. Travis Sadler. Okay. I mean, this team is good. Also, like, Jacobs, Kyron, and Chuba. You hear those 3 players and you're like, this team's amazing. Then you hear DK and Waddle and you're like, this team's decent. But I think Waddle is going to have an amazing... Like, I don't know why, but I feel like tonight, like, this is his game. Like, 25 points against the Bills. Big touchdown after big touchdown. And Metcalf, I think he's just going to be decent this year. He's going to be like 20. He's just going to be decent. He's not going to be amazing. That goes for both of his receivers, but they have potential. Shakir definitely has potential. Diggs, he's having a kid. I don't know if that's going to bring him down or not, but hopefully it brings him up. And yeah, I don't know. I love the team. All right, we got 2X Brown Cheeks. My sister. I don't know, dude. This team is, like, also one of those that's just underrated. Like, Amon-Ra St. Brown and A.J. Brown. I know A.J. Brown started off weak, and that's why she's 0-2. Like, A.J. Brown is going to be a top 10 receiver. You guys just have to wait. Amon-Ra just scored 30. Like, you guys just have to wait. This team is going to build. Krosky Merritt's going to become a top 15 running back. Like, Eckler just got hurt. Now's his time to break out. Pacheco, this is my least favorite player on the team. He's going to be pretty bad this year, but I think Ja'Cory makes up for it. And Ramondre, like I said, I think Travion Henderson's going to take over the role, but, he just scored 18.7 with 88 receiving yards, so I don't think it's over for Ramondre. I still think he can be good. And Judkins, I think Judkins is going to become the starter for the Browns. So, I honestly, running backs are weak spot, but I think over time her running backs are going to build up, and I think the 2 rookies, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt and Judkins, will be her best running backs in a few weeks. So, I don't hate it. I enjoy that team. I wouldn't be mad if I had it. So, yeah. Now we got Brown Spot. Aiden Thomas. Another one of my family members. So yeah, I'm the only family member, and I'm the only Thomas that has wins. It's kind of crazy. But this team, I don't know. It's bad right now. I'll say that. But I know he's sending trade offers to every single person for a running back. So once he gets that, I don't hate the team. Jefferson T and Mike Evans. You see that, you're like, my gosh, it's so good. And then you see Chase Brown and Brian Robinson. Now, Chase Brown, obviously, he's getting all the carries for the Browns. Or the Bengals. He's gotten every single carry. He just hasn't lived up to his expectations, like, for yards per carry. But I know for a fact he's going to be good. He's going to be a consistent 15-point, running back. And then Brian Robinson is his only option right now. I'll be honest, like, it's not his fault, though. Aaron Jones going on IR. You know, Kyle Mungai, like, no one's starting this dude, so you just gotta hope, you know. And I think he'll pull off a trade, so I think his team won't be bad. He offered me, I declined, but yeah, so that is it for my rankings, you know, going over everyone's team. I think the number one team right now is Annie and Tolt Demons, in my opinion, with me and Eli falling just behind. I love Aaron's team. I love Annie's team. And I think everyone has a good shot this year. I think everyone has a chance if they pull off the right moves. If they're like underrated picks, you know, they break out. So yeah, I don't hate it. But now it's time to go over week 3 of the NFL season. So first game. Oh, okay, my bad. First game. We have me versus Emily. I think I take the dub. Now, okay, this is sort of biased, but I think Love is going to have a great game against Cleveland. I think Connor scores another touchdown. I think Warren is going to score. I don't think Warren's going to score, actually. I just think he's going to get 100 yards. I mean, he had, like, 14 carries last week. He's only going to get better. 86 receiving yards. Like, he's going to get the ball. Jamar Chase is Jamar Chase, you know. Obviously, he starts off. The Bengals start off week 1 sucking. But then he scored 32. So, it's Jamar Chase. He's going to be good. McConkey, I am a little worried about, honestly. Like, 10.4, decent. 7.4, mid. But, I mean, Keenan Allen's been getting in the paint every Sunday so far. So, I don't know. Laporta, good. Igbuka, you know, my favorite player so far. He's also getting in the paint every week. So, versus her receivers, which is better. Neighbors, best receiver in the league right now. London, he's going to have a good week. Hill, he plays tonight, so we'll see. But I think Waddle takes most of the points tonight. Javonte Williams has been really good. Pollard, mid. So, I don't know. In my opinion, I take the W, and I stand by that. So, I would be 3-0 so far. Next, we have my dad versus Gabe. I don't know. We got Rodgers versus Bo Nix. I think Rodgers scores more. Achane versus Henry. I think Henry scores more, but Achane's close. I think Henderson scores more. Both rookies as running backs too, but I think Henderson scores more. Receivers, I think my dad scores more there. Tight end, my dad. Flex. Honestly, I could see Booty just having like a 20-point game, like out of nowhere. So, honestly, I'll go with Gabe. Defense, go Seahawks. Kicker, you know, doesn't really matter. Punter, doesn't really matter. I'm going to take my dad. I'm sorry, Gabe. I'm going to take my dad. I like those receivers. I like Nico Collins' matchup. I like Aaron Rodgers' matchup. Even though the Bills' defense is good, I like Achane's matchup. I think it's going to be a pretty good game for Achane with some big rushes. And then I think Waddle's going to score a lot. I don't know. I'm feeling it. So, got my dad. Then, 2X Brown Cheeks versus Tolt Demons. She's played, in my opinion, the 2 best people in the league so far. So, honestly, this is no hate to my sister. She's had the hardest matchups. I'm going with Tolt Demons, just straight off the bat. I mean, just those running backs have good matchups. Like, against Washington, I think Genty can score. Bucky Irving against New York Jets, that's like 25 points. Like, I think that's big. Jordan Mason against Cincinnati defense, he could also get in the paint. Like, he has good matchups. Obviously, his receiver matchups are hard. And, Lamar can score a lot. I don't know, dude. I think Toll Demons take the dub. And I do think Ireland will show up later in the season, but I think her matchups are just way too hard right now. So I'm going with Toll Demons. Next, we got Twin Rova versus Marysville Mud Dogs. And I'm going the Mud Dogs. Like I said, I think Waddle's going to have a good week. His running backs are all going to do good. And Daniel Jones, bro, look at this dude. Danny Dimes, number 2 QB. He's been cooking every team he's played. He's been consistently good. He's beat both teams he's played. And they aren't like nobody. Like Miami and Denver are both good teams. So, shout out to Danny Dimes. You know, I don't know. I think Travis takes the dub here. I don't like Charbonnet this week. I honestly don't like Etienne that much this week. And I like CD this week. I like Brian Thomas. I like Tate McMillan. I don't know if I like Garrett this week. So I think this week goes to Travis. Wrong thing. Okay. 3 more games. Claw Plotch, which is Eli, versus Team Jacob. Annie. Close game. But think Annie takes another dub. I don't know. Please put in Jaden Daniel. Actually, no. Here's the thing. If she puts in Jaden Daniels, I think Annie takes the dub, honestly. Sorry, I got my mic close up there. But if she doesn't put in Jaden Daniels, I think Eli might edge it out. I don't know, dude. I think Pearsall has a good game against a division rival. I think Worthy might have a good game, but Worthy might be mid this week, honestly. But I think Tyler Warren scores like 20 against Tennessee. And I think all his running backs do good. And I think Caleb does good. And I think Chiefs defense does amazing. Like, I genuinely think this is going to be game of the week. And I think, actually, I changed my mind. I think Eli slides out of victory. Even though I like Annie's team more, I think Eli slides out of victory here. So that leads us with 2 more games. Now we got AJ versus Gramps. This is a tough one, but I'm going to have to go with AJ. I love Herbert. I think every week Herbert's a good start. Saquon, I love. Brees. Tampa Bay. Actually, no. I don't think they're going to air it out as much against Tampa Bay. I think Brees gets in the end zone. I think when he gets in the end zone, it's like a random 50-yard touchdown. You're watching Red Zone, you're like, oh my gosh. So, honestly, I'm taking AJ this week. I think Rome has another good week. I think Terry might bounce back this week, and if he doesn't bounce back this week, then I'm starting to get concerned. And Jigba, he's just Mr. Consistent. He's gonna score 16, and I'm not gonna be surprised. I know he's looking for a defense. I was talking to him earlier, because he doesn't want to start the Lions against the Ravens. So once he gets a new defense, he'll be projected higher. So honestly, I like it. And I honestly wouldn't be mad if he put Wandale in over McLaurin. So I like AJ that week. And I honestly am not changing my mind about it. So that leads us with the last game of the week. Brown Spot versus A New Hope. Aiden versus Joe. And, okay, first of all, battle of the bad RB2s. I just wanted to say that. Nah. I'm taking Aiden, bro. Justin Jefferson scoring like 30 against Cincinnati. I'm taking Aiden, and I'm not mad about that. Joe, honestly, Josh Allen could score like 30 tonight. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know. I just love. I don't love either of these teams, but I like Aiden's more. Juwan just came off a good week. Like, really good. He's been really good so far, actually. T just came off a decent week, but I think he only had like 3 catches, but he had a touchdown. He might score another touchdown, so I don't know. I'm taking Aiden. And I'll honestly stick with that. So, that is it for the Tate Talks podcast. But I will see you guys on week 4.